Good morning to all of you. Today here we discuss projectile motion. Projectile, that means projected body. A body thrown in space, moved under gravity is called projectile. Here projected body. And now here we study projectile motion. So here types of projectile motion. Types of projectile motion. There are two types of projectile motion. First one is the horizontal projectile. And the second one is the oblique projectile or angular projectile. Oblique projectile or angular projectile. So now here we discuss first one. What is the horizontal projectile? So here first topic one is the horizontal projectile. When a body thrown from a top of a minar, top of a tower, then this type of projectile is called horizontal projectile. So now first here we discuss horizontal projectile. When a projectile thrown from top of tower, then motion is called horizontal projectile. Now here we take some example. If we throw any piece of stone like this one is the horizontal direction. If we throw this one, then this type of this body move like this one. This type of motion is called projectile motion, or this is known as horizontal projectile. So now in this topic we discuss first one is the equation of projectile motion, second one is the flight time, and the third one is the horizontal range. So now here first we discuss about the equation of horizontal projectile. Now first topic one is the equation of horizontal projectile. So now here we take, this is the horizontal surface, and this one is the tower. Its height is capital H. This one is the tower. Now here we take a piece of stone, or here we take a gun and fire the bullet like this. This is fire. So now this one is the direction of velocity, and due to gravity this body, this particle move like this one. So here top here we take initial velocity is v naught. Initial velocity is v naught, and this one is the initial velocity along x axis. At top of tower, only one horizontal velocity, there is a vertical velocity is 0, because this projectile thrown in direction of thrown along x axis are in horizontal direction. Here vertical component is 0, that means uy is equal to 0. So this point is taken A, this point is B, and this point is C. So now here we derive the expression for equation of this trajectory. This is called trajectory. Path of any moving body is called trajectory. So to derive the expression for trajectory, here we take a point on this path. This is the point P, and the coordinate of this point is xy. If we take point P have coordinate x and y, then we are conclude that this is the two-dimensional motion. In this motion, x coordinate as well as y coordinate both are involved. So now from here we take a line, this is the x and this one is the y. Let t is the time interval in which projectile reached at P. And a projectile is the combination of two types of motion. First one is the horizontal motion and the second one is the vertical motion. That means projectile motion is the combination of horizontal and vertical motion. And these two motions, that means horizontal as well as vertical, both are independent to each other. So now what is the horizontal displacement? Horizontal displacement is x and the vertical displacement is y. So now in projectile motion, horizontal component remains constant. So for horizontal motion, initial velocity is v naught, okay, and displacement is equal to x, and the time taken is small t, and acceleration is equal to plus g, because projectile motion under gravity. Then what happens? According to second equation of motion, S is equal to uxt plus half at square. Here horizontal component remains constant, that means there is no acceleration. In horizontal direction there is no acceleration. That means x is equal to ux into t, that means v naught into t, that means t is equal to x divided by v naught. This is the equation number 1. And in vertical direction or for vertical motion, what happens? What is the vertical displacement? Vertical displacement is y and the initial velocity is 0. That means here uy is equal to 0 and h is equal to y, and time as well as equation 1, here x divided by v naught. And what is the acceleration? Acceleration is equal to plus g. From these information it is clear that here we use second equation of motion. So now according to second equation of motion, what happens? According to second equation of motion, what happens? h is equal to ui t plus half at square. Now we substitute the values. What is the value of h? Y. What is the value of ui? 0 into t half g t. What is the value of t? Here t is x by v naught. So this one is the x by v naught whole square. Then what happens? Y is equal to half g x square v naught square. Y is equal to g divided by 2 v naught square x square. So this equation like y is equal to kx square. This is the equation of parabola of first order. This represent equation of parabola. That means trajectory of projectile is parabolical. This question is put up in your examination. Which type of trajectory of projectile motion? So answer is the parabolical. So this one is the equation. This one is the equation of projectile motion. Now second one is the what is the range? What is the range? Second one is the here flight time. Flight time, that means capital T. Total time taken by projectile to reach the ground from the top of tower. Total time taken by projectile from top of tower to ground is called flight time. So how to find the flight time? Let capital T is the flight time. For vertical motion, here we take h is equal to capital H. When projectile reach from top of tower to ground, then total height is capital H. Total height is capital H, that means small h is equal to capital H, T became capital T, and uy is equal to 0 and a is equal to plus g. Now here we use second equation of motion. According to second equation of motion, second equation of motion, h is equal to uit plus half at square. What is the value of small h? Small h is equal to capital H. What is the value of ui? Ui is 0. Small t, that means capital T. So now here half gt square, that means capital H is equal to half gt square. T square is equal to 2h by g, that means t is equal to square root of 2h by g. This one is the expression for flight time for the horizontal projectile. Now third one is the range of projectile. Range, that means horizontal distance. If we take projectile is here, that means top of tower, and here we observe that top of tower and the bottom of tower have same range from C. That means this one is the range. This one is the range of projectile. So now third one is the range of projectile. Range of projectile. Range, that means capital R. This horizontal distance traveled by this horizontal velocity, that means ux, and the total time taken by projectile to reach from top of tower to point C, that means ground. This is capital T. That means range is equal to here V naught. What is the capital T? This is the capital T, 2h by g. This one is the expression for range of projectile. Now some additional topic here. What is the velocity of projectile at any point of the trajectory? Velocity of projectile at any point on trajectory. So now here we take a point P. Here we take velocity is V. On curve path, velocity at any point in direction of tangent at that point. So now here we draw a tangent at point P, and this velocity is V. Now this one is a vertical component Vy, and this one is the horizontal component Vx. This is the horizontal component Vx, and this is the vertical component Vy. That means V is equal to square root of Vx square plus Vy square. This one is the magnitude. In vector analysis, vector V is equal to Vx I cap and Vy j cap. This one is the two-dimensional velocity. So now first here we found the value of Vx and Vy, and then substitute and then find the magnitude. In projectile, horizontal component of velocity remains constant. That means here Vx is equal to V naught, and the vertical component vary due to gravitational effect. When a body moves from top of tower to ground, then gravitational effect increases. That means its vertical component continuously increases. So now here we use, now from equation 1, if here we use Vy Uy plus At, then what happens? Here Vy Uy, what is the Uy? Initial vertical velocity is 0, and A that means gt. So now here Vy is equal to gt. That means Vx is equal to V naught and Vy is equal to gt. That means velocity at P V is equal to V naught I cap, and what is the value of Vy? Gtj cap. This one is the velocity, and magnitude that means mod value Vx square plus Vy square, that means V naught square plus gt square. So this one is the velocity and this one is the speed. This one is the horizontal projectile. Second one is the angular projectile or oblique projectile. Now second one is the angular projectile or oblique projectile. When a projectile thrown at an angle with horizontal like this one is the horizontal, this one is the vertical line. If any projectile thrown like this one is the direction of velocity, this is the angle theta. This theta is called angle of projection, and then path of or trajectory of this projectile is like this. This type of projectile is called angular. Angular, that means at any angle. This one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis. This is the origin. Now here we take, this one is the velocity v, initial velocity v naught. Now here we take two components because projectile motion study under horizontal as well as vertical component. That means in a projectile motion there are two independent motions, horizontal motion as well as vertical motion. So analyze the projectile motion. Here we use horizontal component as well as vertical component. In horizontal component there is no any change in velocity because there is no effect of gravity, but in vertical motion there is a effect of gravity. Due to gravitational force, its velocity change. When a body moves upward direction, then its velocity continuously decreases. From this figure it is clear that when this projectile continuously moved vertically upward and here acceleration due to gravity downward, that means vertical component continuously decreases, and at a certain point is called highest point. This is the highest point. Its vertical component became 0. So now here we take two components. This one is the ux. What is the ux? V naught cos theta, here ui v naught sin theta. This v naught cos theta is independent to gravity, but this v naught sin theta depend on gravity. This v naught sin theta is directed upward and acceleration due to gravity downward. That means this v naught sin theta continuously decreases, and here at highest point vertical component becomes 0, but its horizontal component remains constant. That means v naught cos theta. So this one is the O, this one is the A, this one is the B. Now here we take a general point P. This have coordinate x and y. Now first one, here we derive the expression for its path. To derive the expression for path of trajectory, here we use horizontal motion as well as vertical motion. Since horizontal motion is independent to gravity, that means there is no acceleration. That means for horizontal motion, here coordinate is xy. That means horizontal distance is x and vertical distance is y. So here x is equal to x is equal to ux into t. This horizontal displacement due to this horizontal component is v naught cos theta. Now here we take the projectile reached from O to P in time interval t. That means x is equal to uxt, and what is the value of ux? V naught cos theta into t. Then what is the value of t? X is equal to v naught cos theta. This is the equation number 1. So this one is the horizontal motion. Second one is the for vertical motion. For vertical motion, what happens? Vertical motion, that means vertical displacement is y along with two projectile reach from O to P. To projectile reach from O to P, that means y. That means ui t minus half gt square, or plus simply at square. Now here ui is equal to v naught sin theta, a is equal to minus g, because motion is vertically upward and acceleration due to gravity downward. That means both are in opposite direction. Here negative sign indicate that opposite direction. So here y is equal to ui, that means v naught sin theta. What is the value of time? Time is x divided by v naught cos theta. So here x divided by v naught cos theta. Here half. What is the value of a? Minus g, and the value of t, x is equal to v naught cos theta whole square. Now here v naught cancel. Sin theta cos theta, this became tan theta x. This is the minus, here